people work for Albo right now?
It was handwriting. It's a secret.
It's a secret. Okay. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leyla and I am here today with another Leyla. That today we'll be answering some of the questions that you have asked me and Leyla on our Instagram stories. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, and if you have any more questions later on, please don't forget to leave them down below. Everyone is super excited to get to know you. I found out about you through Ruslan Kurmanaliyev. So he prepared a promo video for you and I clicked on it and I was so impressed. I started clicking, from page to page, and then I ran into you and I found out that you were the CEO of Albo.co.
Right.
Well, my followers are very passionate about business and entrepreneurship. What they really want to know is how your story started. Where were you born? Where does this name come from? And how did you end up being here today?
Okay. So my background, I was born in sunny Dagestan, the south part of Russia. So originally I'm from Russia. When I finished my college, I went to Moscow. I lived there and worked there as a human resource. And then for the family reason, I moved to Chicago. So 5 years ago. Yes, and then we started business, food and tech company Alvo. I started, it was like end of 2018. And about name, it's a really funny story. I want to create something like to show people that it's healthy. And my first idea was like to make company Go Avocado. I was thinking like go bananas is like go crazy, but go avocado, go healthy and green. But we didn't get a trademark, and then I have to like create really quickly name. And I was like, okay, I have 1 day and I need to make a name. And I was like Alvo, Alvo, go Alvo. And basically I just create the name, and I like how it sounds, and we still have this avocado as a symbol of our as our symbol. So avocado is our symbol.
Your logo screams healthy. And when you think of avocado, you think of healthy lifestyle, you think of a healthy diet.
Avocado, right?
That's true. Growing up, were you in a family that had a business? Were you in entrepreneurship, or?
I was surrounded with a business. My dad, he always was doing like different type of business. My brother, he was doing business, and actually he is my partner too, and he is an expert in IT.
Got it.
And then my husband, he never worked as an employee, he always doing business. So it's like all people around me, it's about business. I even tried my small, it was in like fashion, it was in Moscow, but for like short period of time.
And when was that, breaking point for you? Like, was it in college or in high school that you had kind of made a decision to jump into entrepreneurship?
I think America, moving to the United States, America has a lot influence on me. So I think here, and after being a mom of Liam, a lot of things has changed. So a lot of things changed, especially my passion to food, healthy food, clean food. Beginning was a Liam. So yeah, motherhood is also changing completely.
I went onto your profile before I got in touch with you, and I saw this picture of you with your son, and the caption said, "He's the reason why I want to advocate for healthy eating habits." You were in a family that was in entrepreneurship. Your partner is an entrepreneur. Knowing that you are passionate about healthy food, and healthy living standards, knowing that you had a son that impacted this mission in your life, how did this whole passion and idea come down to a fridge of healthy snacks? Wherever I see a vending machine, what I think about is unhealthy.
Some junk
items. I have never ever thought that there could be a vending machine that would have a salad, because you just don't come across that anywhere in the world. Anywhere you see a vending machine, you think of junk food.
It's an interesting story, and I was on my way to start my own food brand. I was thinking about snacks, healthy snacks, and I was brainstorming with my family. I have two of my partners, my husband and my brother, and then we were just so involved, and we all have this passion to clean high quality food, and that we just one day came up with the idea. I just received a call from my brother, and he is like, the idea is cool, but we need something more advanced. We need to implement food and technology, and we have to give people like instant access to fresh food.
Exactly.
And then since that day, we just started making research and came up that it will be great to have something as a vending machine, but full of healthy options. And yeah, there was like a lot of steps when for the very beginning it was just the snacks. Then we are like, okay, why not to make a food production with healthy meals? Because I personally have an issue when you have a son, and you have a business, and you have your like personal life, you just cannot right now cook 3 times a day healthy meals, and you always on the go. You want to have something delicious, healthy, but at the same time, like right now, you don't have time. And then we just find the people who can create this fridge for us. So it was like this.
There's a saying, when you have a goal and you work for it, the whole universe like conspires.
Yes, I really agree with this, because we had nothing, and it was just idea, and we really believe in it, and we are still believing this idea that let's keep doing and keep going.
A lot of people that are passionate about a business idea of their own are deeply worried about the financial side of the story. How do you land investment, or how do you bring in that capital?
We invested from our own pocket. It's like family and friends.
Right.
Yeah. So for now, it's this stage, but for sure we're looking to grow, and we're looking to get more investment from ventures.
Accelerators, right?
Yes, and this is the next step, and right now I just started working on this.
Was it a huge amount of investment, or was it like, let's start with like 1 fridge?
We started with 1 fridge, but to build and create a soft, it's usually investments. We started with 1 pilot. It was April 2019. We tested this fridge for a few months, and then we decided it works well and people like it, and then we built 10 more, and right now I'm planning to build like 30 more.
And I believe you are the person behind the design.
The fridge is beautiful and stylish.
It is definitely, and I really like the smart screen that you have.
Yes, and you can upload any video.
So I wanted to ask about like your educational background and if that has contributed to your current success. Did you study business, or was it something totally unrelated?
Unrelated. So I have a degree as a psychologist, and I work as a human resource. And then I moved to US and was full-time mom. Nothing about business, but I think there is advantages and disadvantages, because the way I'm thinking is different, and sometimes, of course, we all do like mistakes. We learn our mistakes, but even about food industry, I've never worked in a food industry, and sometimes I make decisions that some of my like chefs and employees, they're a little bit shocked, but it's a really good decision. It's a completely different way of thinking.
Right. You created this business with a user perspective.
Right.
You created it as a mom that needs a snack right now, and it has to be healthy.
Yes, right. This is definitely right, because I personally had the issue. I had a problem when you're working and you want to feed your like baby and your family with a high quality food. You don't have this option. You have an option to wait for delivery. It usually takes 4 minutes. There's a lot of food kits, but you have to still like pre-cook or do something for it, chopping, cooking. It takes a lot of your time when you can. Our motto is like, your time is precious. We always like keep telling this, because we want to make this lives a little bit easy, and we want to give our community access to high quality fresh food like right now, so they don't have to waste their time. They can make something really interesting in this life.
So I think that what a lot of people are also interested in knowing is how coronavirus has affected your business. You created the fridge for offices, and Chicago, is a huge downtown business center, lots of offices, lots of people actually in need of this, and then all of a sudden the entire world goes down. How did you pivot?
2020 was challenging for everyone. For the very first time, when all our offices closed, it was a little bit shock. But then we just refocused, and we thought that idea of having fridge in residential buildings, it's kind of can be our niche. people right now, they work from home. And even if it's not a pandemic, I just feel that having something in your building, it's really convenient. I always want to have something in a residential building because, for example, we have vending machine full of snacks, chips and everything, but you usually cannot, we don't buy anything because it's not like healthy options. It's not really something what I want to give to Liam. And I always think about that it will be great to have it in the residential buildings, but I think just people maybe wasn't ready for this. And COVID hit everyone.
Right.
We have this option and we have to try it.
Exactly.
Because it was a time when you just have to try whatever you can.
Your story is at a point where the business, the product, the service is in action, it is out there in the world, and it is performing. What were some of the biggest failures that you faced before arriving at this point?
I think there was a lot of things, a lot of challenging aspect of doing this business. First, I would say the hardest part of this was when we built the fridge. We had a pilot right here in Chicago. We found a company where we installed the fridge. It was in a suburb. And then when we want to come to Chicago area, I went to City Hall of Chicago and I'm like, I need a license. We have such a cool idea. And we want to start work in Chicago area. And they're like, we don't have this type of license. There's just nothing like this in a city because basically it's not a vending machine. You can open the fridge and you have access to food. It was a little bit shocked because we already spent almost a year of doing everything and there is like no license for this. And then it was a hard time working with City Hall of Chicago. I really love Anna Nelson. She helped me a lot. And but we worked for almost a year to get a license. Basically, City Hall of Chicago creates some exception for us. And finally, it was January 2020 when we get the license and we are here and we have permission to work in the Chicago area.
This reminds me of Meghan Markle's story where she had to tick a box and there wasn't a box that really matched her, so she created a box for her. You literally introduced a new license in the food industry.
Yeah, because there is no category for smart fridge. There is a license for the vending machine, but the vending machine usually means that it's something that drops down to you. You don't open it. For all our next fridges, we did a lot of new features just to protect our clients, as a 24/7 video camera which is inside of the fridge, so to resist from food tampering and all this kind of like new features to protect our clients. And only after that we get a license.
You basically had to build this product and service and on the other side deal with the legal gaps that appear to be in the industry.
Yeah, everything right now is changing. There will be more new things, new products that need a change.
You're the change behind everything, basically.
Probably.
Another question that I wanted to ask you was, what are some top qualities from your perspective that an entrepreneur should have to be successful when facing uncertainty and going into business without knowing how things are going to be?
Well, I think number one is fearless, just because it's really important. There is a lot of things that you have to dealing with in the business and you just have to be always ready to go. Sometimes you can stepping back, but there is no time that you have to, maybe I shouldn't do this. So fearless, I think it's really important because it just moves you forward.
Exactly.
Working with numbers, boring, but working with your numbers, it's very important. And I'm not a person who worked with numbers before, but yes, it's something that I learned to do. Number three is just follow your feelings, because it's really important. If you feel that you have to just make something, do it.
Intuition, right?
Intuition, yes. Intuition is important.
I'd like you to talk a little bit about being a woman in business. A lot of us girls that are born in Eastern Europe, we are born into these conservative families that do not believe in feminism, which means they do not believe in equal opportunities in terms of education, personal development, or business for girls and boys. And there is always this segregation of gender roles, limitations, and imaginary rules for girls that they're not good enough, they're not capable, or they're not allowed to be successful. And you're from Eastern Europe, you're familiar with things like that. I know that your family was very supportive of you and was very supportive of your endeavors. What would you say to families that are preventing their daughters from fulfilling their dreams?
It's really deep question, and I know that a lot of girls are suffering from not having equal opportunity, especially in a place where I'm born. And here I would love to say, as my example, I get a lot of support from my family and my parents. Yes, I would love to forward my message right to the parents. Some of the girls, they have ambition and they want to create something in this life. It's really important just to support your child and give them this love and give them this protection. When they grow up, they can just go and do whatever they want. I would suggest to invest in your self-education and self-development because it makes you confident. It gives you more right information you need to know, so you probably won't follow just rules. You will make the right decision for yourself. It's really hard to go against the society, but investment in yourself, I think it's the only way.
Why don't we talk a little bit about the financial hardships or financial successes that your business had? When people start a business, this is what they're worried about most. Is this investment going to generate return? Is this going to work? Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Of course, because we are a new company, we're a startup, we are still dealing with some of this kind of these issues, and then especially for something new, it's always hard to attract people because it's like creating new habits. People still don't get used to that you can have a fridge right in your building with the food. So we always have to work with our client. We always have to explain how it works. We always have to provide them with some new items so to keep them coming and buying something from you.
Was this a difficult process to educate the clients, and what tools did you use for this?
So first of all, we do a lot of food tasting. When we do food tasting, we do demonstration how it works, and we tell everything about app, and we just demonstrate how easy to use the fridge. Because sometimes when they see the fridge and they what are we gonna do with it? It's always locked. We do push notification for clients who are active users who already have the app. Just the marketing in social media, we do ourselves everything.
Why don't we talk a little bit about how it works and show the users how they can benefit from all this healthy, delicious food?
First of all, you have to download the app called Alvo and then create your account right here. And then after this, you will have access to all our location. And for example, right now we're in the Bryn. If you click it, you have all information what right now in the fridge. So the whole menu, snacks, drinks, everything what we have right now in the fridge. And then if you click on item, you can have also the information like ingredients, allergy information, prices, everything here. And if you decide that you want to buy something, you just go to the fridge, scan QR code, and then take what you like and close the door. I can just demonstrate how it works. So if you unlock the fridge, and for example, we'll take a juice and then close the door, you will get your receipt right here.
It charges your card that is on file in the app.
Yes, right. So it will be charged automatically from your card. You will get a receipt on the app, and then if you have any questions and any issues, you can just email us. So basically everything works with the app. It's super easy when you just add all your information. You stop by for a second, just grab whatever you want, and you can leave and do whatever you want. So you cannot return until the door closed.
Got it. So you still have a chance to put it back.
Yes, you can just grab something, take a look, and put it back if door is open. When door is closed, it means They have special labels.
Where does this food come from?
We have our own food production. We have kitchen in Lawrence, and the whole production is there. We have culinary team, so they make our food.
And who comes up with the menu?
Usually We change our menu seasonally, and we do some specialties every week. So we brainstorm with our team, and we follow the some kind of request from our clients. For example, I had like few times emailed that they want some kind of brownie, healthy options of brownie, and I'm like, okay guys, we have to like work on this recipe and make something really delicious. What I love about our community, they send a lot of emails, and they're like, oh, we'll have to have this kind of like coffee in your fridge. Oh, we have to maybe would be great to add something like this. So it's really great to follow some kind of like request.
What is your food waste policy?
We try to stack the fridge depend of specific location need. For example, if in this particular place people like more sandwiches, so we stack the fridge with more sandwiches. If in different place people like something more like dessert or snacks like granola, so we stack the fridge with more sweet items. So it always depends of location, and it usually takes month or two to make this analyze, to make a research.
So you basically project your food sales based on your history.
Right.
When you started the business with your first fridge, where did you get your first packaging? Where did you do your first labels? Because I know this is
it's
the most annoying part of the entire thing.
If I'll show you a picture of our first packaging and labels, you will laugh because it was handwriting labels, and always wanted to be like eco-friendly, and I found really cool package, but it wasn't approved by City Hall of Chicago because it's not safe. There is a lid with super easy to open, and then I found this company which was sealed, and the only package which was approved was this one. But with labels, yes, first labels we were doing handwriting. For now, labels and containers, everything we buy here in the US.
How many fridges do you have in the world right now?
We have 11 fridges in Chicago area, and 7 of them is working, and then 4 right now is closed.
And what is an average cost for a single fridge like this?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. And are your fridges stocked on a daily basis or on a weekly basis?
We stock the fridge every other day. Our mission to give people fresh food always.
How many people work for Albo right now?
I would say around 10 people.
Around 10 people.
Me and my partners, we do a lot of ourselves, so we also always involved in the process of doing something ourselves.
Same thing here. My partner is a chef, he cooks, I'm on the business side of things. And I think that this is what I like about small business ideology in the US, is that the business owners themselves are hands-on involved in founding the business, putting it up on its feet, and then maintaining its standards of excellence. What is your vision for Albo's future?
For a short term, we want to grow here in Chicago. We want to install more fridges. We building 30 more fridges for next year. I just think for the long term, we would love to cover and work not just in the Chicago area, so we want to go to different states and different cities and try Alvo in different places. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking out this time out of your very busy schedule and dedicating it to our interview. And I think that this interview was very inspirational to a lot of the people that are behind the camera and are looking to pursue their dreams in entrepreneurship. And thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you so much for being here. Just download the app Alvo, go to our website to learn a little bit more about Alvo, and follow us on Instagram. There is a lot of great information about who we are and what we are doing daily basis. If you have any question, you can just send email us or just DM us on Instagram. Yeah.
So I'm going to link Albo's Instagram account and website down below, so feel free to download their app and check them out for some delicious, healthy food. And I hope to see you guys in my next video.
Bye.